Last night, the CBS 2 investigators first reported on how companies psyched out government programs meant to help the mentally ill. The Illinois Department of Health Care and Family Services oversees the program and says now that it will implement emergency regulations to stop abuses. Pam Zekman reports officials say they want to stop illegitimate psych centers from milking government programs.
Inside this uptown synagogue, more than 100 mentally ill patients from about 10 nursing homes gather each day. Much of their time is spent coloring and playing games. Finally, they participate in a mass group therapy session. Investigators for Equip for Equality, a watchdog group for the disabled, observed one of the 45-minute sessions attended by about 120 patients.
There was a kid with a microphone running around like Donahue in the group.
The doctor in charge was Joel Mostow, a psychiatrist and an owner of Phoenix Healthcare Services. Payments from Medicaid to his practice have more than doubled in the last 2 years to more than $1 million.
No one would reasonably say that you can provide appropriate and adequate mental health services to 120 people at a time.
The big group is just by necessity. It's not something, it's not more lucrative for me or for the program. None of us really want it this way.
He says the building owners have not done requested remodeling to make rooms for smaller groups.
I expect it'll be in the next couple of weeks, especially after this report.
In response to our inquiry, state officials say they'll implement new regulations that will limit the size of therapy groups and the number of sessions Medicaid will pay for per patient. And there's more. A spokeswoman for the Department of Health Care and Family Services says new rules will also restrict the locations where group therapy is provided. The agency will only pay for patients diagnosed with psychiatric illness and for therapy sessions that are clinically appropriate. That could prevent what investigators observed at another psych center operated by Universal 2.
It was the most wretched group I ever sat in.
There were no doctors present during the group therapy session as required by state regulations, and the topic was supposed to be managing depression. Instead, patients got
A trivia test on astronomy. It has absolutely nothing to do with group therapy or providing mental health services. It was a way to kill time.
Like many psych centers, patients get incentives, cigarettes and $1 a day to attend, plus $1 a day more to do some work.
They're mopping floors, they're sweeping, they're cleaning bathrooms. I think that's outrageous and it's very exploitative.
Another possible abuse the state is reviewing. As for the new state regulations,
Equip for Equality is pleased that the state's finally taking action, reacting both to our investigation as well as to Channel 2, because that's long overdue.
state officials declined to be interviewed on camera, saying it could jeopardize an ongoing investigation. Pam Zekman, CBS 2 News.
Well, the operators of Universal Health 2 did not return repeated phone calls by CBS 2 for comment. Also, Medex Management, the company featured in Pam's report last night, has no connection to Medical Express Ambulance, also known as Medex. The ambulance company is now suing the owners of Medex Management for trademark infringement.